Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why do I keep repeating the same patterns of pain? There are those who love with every fiber of their being, only to be abandoned like a script written before they were born. There are those who climb to dizzying heights of success, yet when the applause fades, they are met with a vast hollowness. And there are those who perfect the art of pleasing others, yet retreat to their rooms enveloped by a crushing loneliness. We call this fate. We blame the stars. But Carl Jung called it the shadow. He whispered a truth that shakes our foundations. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. So, here we are. In a world screaming for attention, you have chosen to listen to a whisper. This suggests you are ready. Ready to stop running. Ready to look into the mirror of the psyche. Perhaps you are simply tired. A weariness of the soul from carrying masks too heavy for you. Or perhaps you feel a shift coming and you need a map to navigate the fog. Let us begin. Become aware of your breath. Don't change it. Just notice the rhythm of your existence. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Open your hands. Inhale the stillness of the present. And exhale the past. Be here. In the theater of your mind, visualize 4 doves. These are archetypes, messengers from the deep. Let your intuition guide you. Do not choose the prettiest. Choose the one that feels like a memory. The first dove is clutching a green olive branch tightly in its beak. Its eyes are incredibly gentle, filled with an ancient, sorrowful kindness. It looks as though it has been flying for a very long time, searching for a place to land, but it refuses to drop the branch. The second dove has feathers the color of steel and storm clouds. It is flying alone, straight into the heart of a fierce wind. It looks solitary, untouchable, and heartbreakingly proud. It does not seek shelter. It becomes the storm. The third dove is resting quietly on the ledge of an old wooden window. It is not looking at you. It is looking back over its shoulder, gazing into the distance with a deep, aching longing. It seems frozen in a moment of goodbye. The fourth dove is glowing, radiating a blinding aura of golden light. It is flying higher and higher, straight towards the burning sun, refusing to look down at the ground. It is beautiful, but it looks like it is burning. Make your choice. Trust that pull in your gut. That is your shadow speaking. And before we unlock the door to your inner world, if you feel safe in this space, if you want to continue this journey of self-discovery, take a moment to subscribe. Consider it a vow to yourself, a promise to prioritize your own healing in a world that often demands you forget yourself. Now, let me tell you the story of who you truly are. If you chose the dove with the olive branch, I sense a spirit within you that is profound in its gentleness, but heavy with the weight of invisible sacrifice. In the language of the deep psyche, you carry the archetype of the healer, the peacekeeper, the giver. You are the kind of person who walks into a room and instantly, without a word being spoken, absorbs the emotional temperature. You do not just see people, you feel them. You can sense when someone is hiding sadness behind a smile. You can feel the tension in the air before an argument even begins. You absorb the anxiety of the world as if it were seeping into your own pores. Let me speak gently to your beautiful pain. You carry a secret exhaustion. It is the exhaustion of walking on eggshells for so long that your feet have forgotten how to stand on solid ground. Somewhere along the line, perhaps when you were a very small child, you learned a lesson that became the foundation of your entire personality. You learned that to be loved, you must be useful. You learned that to be safe, you must be good. You learned that your own needs were secondary to the harmony of the house. And so, you became an expert at self-betrayal. You developed a mechanism, a reflex as fast as breathing. Whenever you felt a need, a want, or an anger rise up inside you, you swallowed it. You pushed it down to the bottom of the ocean to keep the waters around you calm for everyone else. You are like that dove, gripping the olive branch until your jaw aches. You are always the first to apologize, even when you have committed no crime, simply because you cannot bear the cold silence between people. You are the one who says, "It's okay, I'm fine," while your own heart is breaking in the dark. You have built a sanctuary for everyone else, offering them shade and comfort, while you stand out in the scorching sun, waiting for someone to notice that you are thirsty too. Your pain is romantic because it comes from a place of pure, distorted love. You are a martyr for peace. You would rather hurt yourself than inconvenience another human being. But this is also your shadow. You are terrified of conflict. You're terrified that if you stop giving, if you stop fixing, if you stop smiling, people will leave. Your deepest fear is that you are only as valuable as the service you provide, that without the olive branch, you are not enough. Here is the message your soul is desperate to hear. Kindness does not mean self-destruction. That branch you are gripping so tightly. You can let it drop. The world will not fall apart if you stop holding it together. The sun will still rise if you allow yourself to disappoint someone in order to save yourself. The people who truly love you, they love the messy, real, imperfect version of you. They do not love you for your utility. They love you for your essence. Your hidden strength does not lie in your ability to endure suffering in silence. It lies in the courage to set boundaries. The next time you want to say yes when your soul is screaming no. Remember this, dove. Build a garden of peace for yourself first, before you open the gates for others. You deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to be held. If you chose the dove in the storm, greetings to the lone wolf, the survivor, the warrior. If your eyes were drawn to the steel gray dove fighting the wind, I know you. You are the person everyone calls strong. In the eyes of the world, you are the embodiment of independence, resilience, and logic. You are the problem solver. When a crisis hits, you are the one with the plan. You don't panic. You act. But let me gently touch the armor you wear. That steel coating, it wasn't always there. No child is born with armor fused to their skin. It was forged in the fires of betrayal. It was hammered into shape during the long, dark nights when you had to save yourself because no one else came. You learned a brutal lesson. Trust is dangerous. Reliance is a weakness. If I want it done right, I have to do it myself. You have romanticized your solitude. You wear your "I don't need anyone" attitude like a badge of honor. You have convinced yourself that you prefer to be alone or that you function better in isolation. But deep inside that impenetrable fortress, behind the high walls and the deep moats, there is a child shivering in the cold. A child who is tired of being strong. A child who secretly wishes someone would see through the "I don't need anyone" attitude and just hug you. Your independence is not just a trait, it is a trauma response. It is a way of ensuring that you can never be hurt again. You push people away before they can get close enough to hurt you. You leave before you can be left. You control every variable because chaos feels like a threat to your survival. You chose the storm because the calm makes you nervous. You are hyper-vigilant, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You find comfort in the struggle because the struggle is what you know. Peace feels suspicious to you. Here is the message your soul needs to hear. Put down the sword. The battle is over. You are not in the trenches anymore. True strength is not about never getting hurt. It is not about enduring pain without flinching. True strength is the courage to be vulnerable, to let someone see your soft underbelly. That is the bravest thing you can do. Not everyone is out to get you. Not everyone will let you down. It is safe to lean on someone else. It is safe to ask for help. Allow the thick ice around your heart to melt. It won't drown you. It will water the flowers that have been trying to grow in your soul. You are safe now. You don't have to fight alone anymore. You are allowed to be weak sometimes. You are allowed to be held. If you chose the dove looking back, to the old souls, the romantics, the keepers of memory? If you chose the dove resting by the window, looking back, your soul feels like a vintage museum, filled with precious, fragile artifacts. You are deep, thoughtful, and incredibly sentimental. You feel things with a depth that scares other people. You cherish old songs, handwritten letters, and the smell of rain. Your beautiful pain is your loyalty to the past. You have a heart made of glass, crystal clear but fragile. When you love forever. Even when people leave, you keep a space for them at your table. You are the one who remembers anniversaries, the one who replays conversations from 5 years ago, trying to find the hidden meaning. You have a hard time letting go, not because you are weak, but because you value connection so much. To forget feels like a betrayal. You carry the ghosts of who you used to be, and the ghosts of everyone you used to love. You treasure the sadness because it makes you feel alive. There is a certain beauty in your melancholy, a poetic weight that you carry with grace. But this, looking back, it is keeping you stuck. You are standing in the doorway of life, half in and half out. You are afraid that if you turn around and face the future, you will lose the past completely. You are afraid that if you are happy today, it means you didn't care enough about yesterday. You are grieving for versions of yourself that no longer exist. You are grieving for futures that never happened. You look at that dove looking back, and you see your own reluctance to say goodbye. Here is the message your soul needs to hear. Do not let yesterday hold today hostage. The people who left, they were chapters, not the whole book. They taught you how to feel, how to break, and how to survive. They did their job. You can honor the past without living in it. Look at the dove. It is sitting by a window. Windows are for looking out at the vast, beautiful world, not for locking yourself inside. It is time to gently close the book. The sun is rising on the other side of the house. Forgive yourself for moving on. Forgive yourself for being happy. Your heart has room for new memories. You are allowed to begin again. The love you have for the past is proof that you have a massive capacity to love the future. If you chose the dove flying into the sun, to the visionaries, the achievers, the stars, if you chose the glowing dove flying higher and higher, you are a force of nature. You are the person with the big dreams, the one who is never satisfied with good enough. You are driven, ambitious, and radiant. People look at you and see success. They see someone who has it all together. But let me speak to the shadow behind that blinding light. Do you ever feel like you are running on a treadmill that is going too fast? Your secret pain is the fear of mediocrity. Deep down, there is a voice that whispers, "If I am not the best, I am nothing. If I am not shining, I am invisible." You have tied your self-worth to your achievements. You work yourself to the bone, burning your candle at both ends, because you are terrified of the silence. Because in the silence, when you aren't achieving, when you aren't doing, you have to face the emptiness. You are like a performer who is afraid that if the applause stops, the love stops. You crave validation like oxygen. You are chasing the sun, but you are burning your wings. You are exhausted, deeply, spiritually exhausted. But you don't know how to stop. You feel guilty when you rest. You feel lazy when you are not productive. You are lonely at the top because you feel you always have to be on. You have become a human doing rather than a human being. You are running from the void, running from the feeling that you are small. But in doing so, you are missing your own life. Here is the message your soul needs to hear. You are worthy of love, even when you do nothing. Your value is not in your trophies, your bank account, or your title. Your value is in your breath. It is in your existence. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. The world will not stop spinning if you take a nap. The sun will still shine if you are not perfect. Come down from the sky for a moment. Land on the soft grass. Fold your wings. It is okay to be ordinary. It is okay to be messy. You are loved for who you are, not for what you win. Rest now. You have done enough. You are enough. Whatever dove you chose, realize that choice was an act of bravery. It was an acknowledgement of your shadow. And as Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. You are not broken. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a complex, beautiful mosaic of light and dark. The scars you carry do not make you ugly. They make you a living masterpiece of kintsugi. Do you know this art? It is the ancient Japanese practice of repairing broken pottery with liquid gold. The philosophy is simple. The piece is more beautiful for having been broken. It is exactly where you have been broken that you are now the strongest and most beautiful. I want you to take this minute right now to physically wrap your arms around yourself. Really do it. Hug your own body. Feel the warmth of your own skin. Feel your heart beating against your ribs. That is the rhythm of your life, steady and true. And speak to that inner child within you. I am here. I see your pain. I accept it all. And I love you. The journey of healing is not about becoming a better version. It is about returning to the authentic essence of who you were before the world told you who you should be. Thank you for being brave enough to face your own heart today. Thank you for not giving up, even on days when breathing felt like lifting a mountain. If you felt a shift today, leave a sign, a dove emoji, or share which path called to you below. There is power in naming your truth. Drink a glass of warm water after this. Sleep deeply tonight. And remember, you are loved far more than you can imagine, and you are never walking this path alone. Peace be with you.